I'm live. I'm going to go post the link. You're finding this as a recording probably. So give me a minute or two to go post this on our website. The link to the live version. It's 2:30 now. So fast forward 3 minutes and then we'll get started. Tuesday. Cut. Whoops. Didn't do that right. Live stream cut. Oops. Better go fix that real quick. I'm going to post yesterday's goofed up. Sorry, guys. Oops. Back. Give me just a sec. Listen archive. I'm pretty slick with this. Doing everything all goofed up today. All right. So there's yesterday's. Hit update. And then I come back here, get the link, copy the link. Now we can go post it over here. Command V. Whoops. Delete. Shift, link, enter, edit, options, open a new window, update, and update. All right, so that should get us all set up. Let's make sure the link works properly, and then we will be ready to get going. Yep, goes to the right spot. Okay, we hit you there. Minimize that. Don't need to have Twitter open anymore, do I? Don't ever need to use Twitter. Let's see. Vicky's here. I jumped to you dreamt to Plaisir to more. That's funny. I've been singing "Remember Me" ever since yesterday. So Evelyn's here. Hey, Evelyn has got all new computing equipment down there in Cuenca, so she's that business. Every time you get a new computer, everything's just enough different to be complicated and convoluted and crazy. And so, yeah, it can be. Ugh. So glad you're here, Evelyn. Let's see. Make sure that all this worked out fine. This did. Okay, so I think we're all set. Not you. You guys are awesome. You guys are killing it. Have been having a challenging time getting through all of the songs in our 45 minutes together. So I'm going to get on it right away, and we're going to get started. I am logging in a minute or two late, and I apologize. So let's go grab 3 Blind Mice. If you are watching the recording of this video, you should know the last 2 days we've gone over all of the details of the video, so I'm going to spend a little less time talking about the song and a little bit more time playing the songs, and then we'll see how it comes out. Okay. The big thing that I like to message here is whatever level you're at, that's where you should be. There's nothing wrong with playing level 1. There's nothing wrong with playing level 2. There's nothing wrong with level 3. And there's a whole lot wrong with playing level 4, because at that point you're like too good of a guitar player, right? And nobody will like you ever again because you're awesome. And they'll think they'll think they can't talk music with you anymore. But whatever level you're playing at is the level you're supposed to be at. And obviously I want you to look at the other pieces of paper. I want you to look at, if you're level 1, I want you to look at level 2 stuff. If you're level 2, I want you to get level 3. Sometimes the song on level above you is actually easier than the one that's below you. I think 3 Blind Mice, level 1 song, I think is one of the hardest songs to play in the entire series of songs that we have, because this G chord is so daggone awkward, and you gotta do this, and you gotta do this, and your elbow is moving all over the place. I think it's very unpleasant to play this song the way it's arranged, but it's there to teach you how to make this weirdo G chord, right? And so that's why it's there. All right, so in any event, here we go. We're gonna play through all 4 songs. Play what you can. Play it any way you can, and if you can't play, then then you know exactly what you want to start working on. Okay, so G chord. We've talked over the last couple of days about all the different ways to make G chord. I'm going to make this one, index here, middle here. I'm going to put my ring finger on the 2nd string and my pinky finger on the 1st string in the 3rd fret. And as always, I will mention this guitar was given to me. It was probably $50 when it was brand new. It's probably worth $40 now. Okay. But I like the way it sounds. Okay, it plays okay. All right, let's sing and strum. So if you are new, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're not new, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're really not new, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, we'll play through it twice. We're going to go to the bottom and then we'll go back through and play it a second time. 1, 2, ready, play. 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice. See how they run, see how they run. They all went after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails with a carving knife. Have you ever seen such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice? Change your pattern. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. See how they run. See how they run. They all went after the farmer's wife. She cut off their tails, carving knife. Have you ever seen such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice? I double timed it through the middle there just to show you can do that, right? I'm quarter timing it in the first 4 measures, and then when I got to those middle measures, picked up the pace to be twice as fast. If you were strumming, you're probably like, oh goodness sakes, all of a sudden you really just took off and rocketed. If you're arpeggio playing, it almost covers up that fault, like you didn't necessarily notice that I was double timing it through there. That's the beauty of bringing different strum and right hand techniques to things, is you get to do things like that without anybody necessarily being shocked or weirded out by it. All right, so there's your chord. That G chord is super important. Let's play the melody. Everything's either a 1, a 2, or a 3. Okay, from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 2, 0. 0, 2, 0. 3, 1, 1, 0. 3, 1, 1, 0. 3, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 0, 2, 0. And of course, I am playing from the tablature, which is what I teach and which is what I believe in. But if you're learning, teaching yourself, and you're thinking, hey, or even if you're working with another guitar teacher, and you're like, classical guitar is my goal, I want to go into university, or I want to be able to be on par with other classical guitar players, you are reading the actual notation up above. And then your thought, the sounds coming out of your head and out of your face would be the names of the notes. Knowing that every F in this song is a sharp, you could still say F, and you know in your head you're playing an F sharp. But you're really thinking about B, A, G, B, A, G, D, C, C, B, sorry, D, C, 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 B, D, and then up to G, right? G, and so on. So I would be, if I had made the commitment and I was like, I'm going to learn standard notation instead of tablature. Tablature takes you 10 minutes to learn. Standard notation is going to take you at least 2 years to get really comfortable with. And so when you play through a song like this, you want to start paying attention to both lines, right? So that that 3 right there is always going to be a D, unless you tune your guitar weird. That's always going to be a D. So just memorize it, right? Right. This is always, no matter what you do, is going to be a C, and you got a C sharp in between those two. Okay. So I wouldn't. I don't necessarily encourage reading standard notation unless you're planning on going into academia or focusing exclusively on classical music. And if you focus on classical music, the nice part is these days we have software and you don't necessarily have to play from standard notation. It's definitely an inferior system for classical guitar in many ways over tablature. It does one thing better than tablature, which is tells you how long to hold the notes. And that's no question that standard notation is better at that than tablature. But other than that, there's really not a ton of reasons why standard notation on classical guitar or on any type of guitar is a superior system. It's just a different system than the one I use. All right, finally, the chords and the melody together. Okay, we'll play it twice, top to bottom. That'll give you a chance to fix any goofs as you make along the way. And again, remember, I recommend when you're playing the tough acts to use this G chord. Instead of your index, put your middle finger there, ring finger, and then your pinky is going to be down here. And your pinky is going to be tired by the time we get through the end of the second time around. Okay, from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, right? My hand is hurting after that, and it's interesting because I have played guitar a little while, about a decade or so now, very seriously every day. Hand still hurts after something like that. It's just a lot of craziness that you got to do go on there. So if your hand is not hurting, good for you. You are tougher than I am. All right, let's move on to number 2. String number 2, song number 2 today is the world famous Mary Had a Little Lamb. Not obviously a song that you're dying to master, but one that has a lot of important tools that is going to be useful for you to play with. Let's double check our chords. D chord, remember, 4 down is best. If you hit 5 down, you're okay. If you hit the 6th string, not anything good is going to happen. So don't do that. A chord, again, 5 strings down. If you hit the 6th string now, it's okay. Like the D chord. Okay? So again, knowing the chord is important. Knowing how to get from one to the other is even more important. Okay? Second half of the song, we start with A chord. And then we're going to switch over into E chord. Okay? And then back to A. Be thoughtful and be really focused in on what does it take to get from A to get to E and get back. Okay? I'm for sure chasing my index finger on both of those, and so that will make the most sense for you too as well. Okay, from the top, D chord, 1, 2, ready, play. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. If he Let's go play it one more time. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. Try to end on an A, right? Okay, there's your chords. Not terribly tough. Those do come from level 1, so hopefully that's sort of duck soup for you. Melody now. We are in the first part of the song. I'm going to use 2 through 5, so it makes sense to play in second position because there are no ones. Okay, and then when you get to the second half of the song, we're actually going to have no 5s, right? We're mostly going to be playing in 2s and 3s, so you could switch to first position or you could stay in second position. Either one of those would be acceptable. Okay, from the top, 1, 2, ready, play. 2, 0, 3, 0, 2, 2, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 5, 5, 2, 0, 3, 0, 2, 2, 2, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0, 3. Make sure you'll have 4 beats and then start again. 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 2, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0, 2. And now we won't play it a second time. That's enough. Got the idea. Not a terribly challenging song in terms of positional playing. If you get in second position, the hardest part is remembering you're in second position and making sure that 2s are now your index finger, whereas usually we have your middle finger hanging out on there. So one of those skill sets where you're like, well, that seems pretty easy until I forget that I'm hanging out in second position and then weird notes start coming out of my guitar. All right, next thing, you know the drill. Let's play Tough X. Nice and slow. We'll play through it real slow the first time, and then we'll speed it up the second time and finish out the song. 1, 2, ready, play. Strum, oh, strum, oh, strum, 2, strum, A chord. Strum, 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 D chord. Strum, pinky, strum, strum, back to D chord. Strum, oh, strum, oh, strum, 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 A chord. Strum, strum, 2, oh, D chord. Strum, 3, 2, oh, A, oh, strum, oh, strum, 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 E chord. Strum, 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 A chord. Strum, 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 oh, strum, oh, strum, 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 2, oh, strum. Let's go to the top. really nice little tune. I love that song. Everybody hates that song. I don't know why. It's very fun. And it is the same as Merrily We Roll Along. So if you hate Mary Had a Little Lamb, merrily we roll along, roll along, roll along, merrily we roll along. Fill in the blank. I think it's often, or the Deep Blue Sea, I think is what most people sing. All right. Vicky has been plaguing her life with Plaisir d'amour. So let's finish. Let's get it in her head even more solid. Okay, this is a lifelong song right here. This is a song you can have the rest of your life. This is a beauty. Okay, let's skip the chords entirely. Okay, because we'll work those in the tough axe line. But if you're a singer and you want to do this one, those chords are going to work out great for you. But that's not what we're really about at this level. At level 3, we're about getting the tough axe to come out of our guitar. And so let's make sure we know the melody. We're going to just play the guitar line first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 5, 3, 2, 3. Oh, 2, 3, 2. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 2. Oh, 2, 3, triplet. Oh, 2, 3, 2. Oh, 3, back to the top. 3, 5, 3. Oh, 2, 3, 2. Oh, 2, oh, 2, 3. Oh, 2, 3, 2. Oh, 3, 2. Ready, play. 2, 2, 5, 9, 7. 2, 2, 5, 9, 7. 2, 2, 5, 9, 7. 5, 5, 2, 5, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 2, 3. Oh, 2, 3, 2. Oh, 2, oh, 2, 3. Oh, 2, 3, 2. Oh, 3. Really pretty, right? I would say in this song, the one place where you can make or break this song is in those triplets. Falling in love with da 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 da. Okay, so really getting those a little bit faster, getting a strong rise on them and drop them down. And Vicky has it. She says, yes, right? She's killing it, killing it. Okay, so when you get to those triplets, take them seriously. Put a lot of energy into them, rush up to the top, and then drop into that note right after the triplet. Don't linger on the triplet. Oh, 2, 3, 2, right? Oh, 2, 3, 2. And get a lot of energy into that, and then drop it down onto the next note. You'll make you happy. All right, we're gonna walk through the tough uke real slow, or tough axe, and then we're gonna go through and we'll play it as written. So let's walk through the whole entire song first. Well, we don't need to do the whole song. We need to do section A and section B, and then we'll go through and play it twice. Okay. So first thing, D chord, and also be thinking about your claw. You can pull this off with just your thumb, but you don't want to. What you want is to grab your claw, get your D chord on, pluck, 2, 3, 2, bar chord on 2, pinky on 5, pluck, 2, 2, 2, A minor shape on 3, pluck, index, middle, index, middle, index, O, 2, grab your all 4 strings and on a 3, pluck, O, O, D chord, pluck, 2, 3, 2, and then grab your A7, and then just separate your thumb from the other 3. Index, middle, index, middle, index, middle. Drop your index to O, all zeros, 0, do, O, O, 2s. 2, 3, 2, D chord. Your Here's that triplet. Go quickly. 2, 3, 2, A. And I always want to lift up my middle finger on there for some reason. It's your index finger. And that's going to sound really pretty when we get it in the whole thing. So we do that section twice, and then this is basically the same thing at the end of the song. Okay, so by learning that one section, you've learned 3/4 of the song. All right, then let's talk about the bridge here, or section B. This part, you almost have to memorize it. Okay, bar on 2, ring finger on 4. Okay, you can put in a full F sharp minor here if you want. Okay. The note we're after is this second string. So whether you do a full bar or whether you just do a partial bar, if you do the partial bar, don't hit that string or it'll sound weird. Okay. And one way or another, you have a bar there, right? That or any of those is acceptable. Okay, but what the tab says is 4 2 2, then a 2, 5 with your pinky, slide up to 9, and then a little bar on 7s, okay, and then you're gonna do that 3 times in a row. So you might as well just memorize one measure and get the others together. Okay, let's try those 3 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. One more time. Okay, you got that, and then you go to measure 12, little bar on 2, pinky on 5, pinky up, back, E minor with a 3 on the top. Decorative, 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 A7, decorative, decorative, decorative. And of course you can pluck through there, but the arrangement says to strum, so I'm probably just going to use my thumb all the way through there. And then the second, then from 14 on is the same as the beginning. Okay, so that's how we're going to play it. All right, we're going to play sections just as written. So that first section twice, then the middle section, and then the end section. Okay, game face on. Can do this. If you're not ready, if Tough Axe is still a little bit beyond you, play the melody. Okay, play the melody. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, kind of butchered up the ending just a bit there, but it's there, right? Everything makes sense. Execution, whole nother story. So love that song. I agree with Vicky. It's in my head, man. Dream about it tonight. Really nice piece of music. All right, let's go ruin our afternoon. Let's go grab Remember Me. Remember Me. No, it's only 2 pages, right? 2 pages. How hard can it be? All right. On this one, I would say for sure, pick your battle. Okay, you got really 2 choices. The chords here are not exactly friendly by any stretch of the imagination, so you may not want to grab those, right? But if you're a singer, those are your chords, and good luck. Okay, they are the chords; they make sense. Everything works. A little bit tough, but what we want to do is, I like this song too. I do. I love this song. I wish it was easier to play. Let's play the melody. Make sure we know what we're doing melody wise, and then we'll go back through and we'll dig through the tough acts one more time. Okay, so from the top, melody only. 1, 2, 3. And then we would repeat. Okay, so there's a lot going on there. The melody alone doesn't quite pull it all together the way that I want it to. So again, this is a piece where the chords are so hard, you're probably not going to talk any of your friends into playing them as your duet partner. The melody itself, and it doesn't really want to stand on its own necessarily. It's okay, it's fine, but it definitely requires, I think, the full package to make this thing work. And so I want to go through and let's take our time, walk through it all one time, and then we'll go back through and play it. Okay, so let's start on the 5, and then probably your pinky on 7, and a nice strum down, and then you've got those 3 zeros, And either way, right, if you're going to pluck it or whether you're going to strum it, it's going to be fine. Try not to hit the 7 twice. That's the big thing, right? And then you'll grab the 3, and then a G chord with your ring finger on the 2nd string. And then again, a little bit of a G chord there, not the whole thing, and then hit the 3 again. Open, 101, this is beautiful here. Go hit the 3. Slide up for the 5. While you're hitting that 5, you're going to need to be putting on your index finger on the 2nd string, 4th fret, and then these 2 guys up on the 5s as well. That's such a beautiful moment. And then go hit 7, 7, 5, and then down to 3, and then G chord on 3. Another little G chord, and then hit your 7 with your pinky. You're going to slide up 1, and then you have this crazy setup where you're going to do a bar on 5. You're going to do 6 here and 7 here. Okay, so you got bar on 5, 6 and bar on 5, middle finger on 6, ring finger on 7, pinky up on 8. So all it is a C chord. You're just not happening to hold down this part of the C chord. You're holding that part of the C chord down. And then you're going to just play the bottom 4 strings. Okay? Isn't that cool? And slide your pinky back to get the 7s. And then lift it up. And then slide the whole bar down and adjust your middle finger over to that 5. Go grab the 3. E minor with your 3 on top. You're going to want to zip your index or your pinky, just keep it on there the whole way. It'll sound cool. Okay, if you're on electric guitar, really cool. Right? But don't make it that cool, but you can. The 10s, the 7th, go grab the 3. And then right back up to the 10s, but a nice bar here. To 8, 8, 7. Bar on 5. Go grab the 3. C chord. Jump up into 10. 8. And then a bar on 5 with your pinky on 8. 7s. Go grab the 3. And then this is the tough one. Bar on 4. Middle on 5, pinky on 7. Okay, so you're kind of stretched apart there. And augmented chords kind of suck on fretted instruments. Okay, that sounds cool. And then go grab your 5s. Slide down. And then you've got to get 3, 5, and these 2 5s up here. This is another chord that's kind of a bummer. D sustained 4. Probably sounds fun on piano. Sounds a little bit weird on a guitar. And you've got to really nail this 5 part because you're being really atonal to get to the next part of the song, which is Remember Me Again. And then back to your G chord with the 2nd string. That's fairly straight playing after you've conquered it the first time through. 7, 7, 8. And then here's that same, this one's a little different. Sorry, I thought it was the same. It's not. Index on the 2nd string at 1. These 2 guys in 7 on strings 4 and 3. And then this guy is going to be on number 8 here, 1st string. It's a beautiful D minor 7th, whatever. It's a D minor 7th. Okay, slide your 7 back. Place your back up. And then up to 10 with the open strings. Go down and grab partial C chords. 3, 3, 2, 0. good slide there because I'm now going to need to put on my 1, 0, 2 on. Maybe not. I think I'm lying. So let's use your ring finger on those threes. I'm going to make that notation on my sheet music. I want to use my ring on those threes and then slide down because it's going to sound the least wonky that way. So if I get in that partial C chord at the beginning of 15, then I'm going to lose my ring, slide it down, add the 1, 0, 2 on. Then I lose the ring. I might use my pinky for the 3, and then slide up to the A minor shape. Lose your index. And then this one, this is a new one, right? 2, 2, and pinky up on 4. And then E minor. Into 0. Go grab your 5 and your 6. That sounds cool there. And you gotta get down to the 3. Right? And then we'll repeat. The second time you come through, measure 18 is the same, okay? But then you're at the ending, okay? So go to measure 19 for the second time through, okay? You got the A minor 7, and you got 3, 4, 0, 5. So just stretch out yourself out there and make sure you're missing this note, the string, the third string. 1, 0, 1, 3, very standard C minor, and then finish up with your G chord. And we'll be nice and slow. We won't rush it, and we'll see how we do. Okay, from the top. This is your swan song for today. My pinky's already fighting back. What I have found when I'm spending a lot of time on level 4 and beyond songs, pinky ends up starting to fight back. Not only do I have a little bit of arthritis setting in, but the amount of work that's required of these songs where you're putting the melody in and still trying to hold the full chord, you're going to put this little thing to work. And so make sure not to overwork it because you don't want to get it where sometimes if I've been playing too much guitar, it'll start getting stuck and you're like clonk, right? You don't want that. Just make sure you're not overdoing it with your pinky and giving him lots of rest and love and taking him out to lunch and all that stuff. Okay. All right. From the top, slow. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. That one I'm going to have to work on. Keep going. Hold that for a long time and then go back to the top. There. Go to your second ending. Let that go for a while, and then A minor 7th. We're going to get it, okay? We're going to get it. Hopefully you're getting it too, right? Right now my rhythm, of course, is all floating around all everywhere. And then I, of course, have several chord shapes that are going to eat my lunch, as probably you're finding as well. I know right now, the end of measure 9, I'm going to have to figure out a way to get to that one way faster than I am. The other question or other thought here isn't really a question. It's me making a bold statement. We can play this at whatever speed we want, and we can give it lots of adjustments and timing and all that. This song is not meant to be at, remember me. That's not how it's meant at all. It's really meant to be this soft, beautiful, evocative, emotional piece. So we love those tunes, right? As guitar players, nice and slow. If it takes you 4 minutes to get the song done, it takes you 4 minutes to get the song done. Nobody's gonna. The guitar police won't come and arrest you. So hopefully that's making sense. Hopefully that's providing you. Hopefully something today provided you with enough of a challenge to be doable and not demoralizing, right? And then hopefully, hopefully you've got yourself set up for the next level and the next level and the next level and. It is beautiful slow. Even in the movie, they do it at several different paces, but the one that really gets you is the super slow one. So, yeah, it's a nice piece. All right. We just keep moving forward. I don't think I have too much to tell you about otherwise. Guitar, as I'm looking at the schedule going down into the future, we will probably keep it basically in this time slot. I may add in a baritone ukulele class right before this, so I may be moving this back a half an hour too. Right now I run it in at 2:30. We may be running it in at 3, but I haven't made that final decision. But we are going to kind It won't start until August 24th, my new schedule, and I'm not entirely positive I'm going to put in a baritone class anyway. A lot of people have been asking for it, but I don't know necessary if it's really necessary. If they learn how to play ukulele, you learn how to play baritone. Just the names change, but I have been getting a lot of. I wouldn't mind having a book put together with baritone, and so I may go ahead and do one just to force me to create the book. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful day. I don't know where all of you. I know where you two live, and I don't know where you two live. But the world is crazy out there. Stay inside and be good. And I like baritone too, but mostly guitar. You know, the problem is if you're willing to put in the patience and time and energy into guitar, that's the correct answer, right? But the problem is it's super hard. It's super unpleasant. It's going to be 20 years before you really get it solid. Maybe not. If you practice every day, it'll be 19 years. And otherwise, getting rid of a couple of strings and making the instrument smaller sure does make it a tiny bit more pleasant. Doesn't have the same sound and the same sustain and all that beautiful stuff that we're looking for in real guitar. And so there's a reason to play both for sure. Evelyn, good to see you. Vicky, good to have you here. And you guys have a wonderful day. Be good and try to stay safe. It's crazy out there, and we all got to do what we got to do. So have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys mañana.